I'll ask this. Do you want to date an average man?
What do you mean?
Right?
Average man.
What? Define,
I mean,
please.
like somebody who's just not rich, like just a regular person.
Average height, average income, average personality, average looks, average.
The guy you see on the street.
No, I wouldn't mind. No.
Average man.
No, average woman, yeah. Just don't really feel like dating a man right now.
Because
So.
the average woman is hotter. That's why.
Just in general, I don't mind about average, I guess.
Okay, interesting. What about you?
No.
You don't want to date an average guy?
No.
What component of it would you not want? Like the money?
I need the man to make more money than me.
How much money? Okay, how much money does a guy need to earn to date you?
I don't know. Like monthly or like annually?
Annually.
Either. Sure. Per year.
Annually.
$500K.
Whoa.
What? By saying whoa.
You realize that's like
but it's
1%.
possible.
That's
But
1%.
it's possible.
That's one.
Yeah, but
1%
what's possible
possible.
isn't necessarily probable. Do you think? And you have how many kids?
3.
3 from different.
No.
Same father.
Person.
You are a sex worker. You're an escort. I'm not saying that to insult you, but do you think that a guy who makes at minimum $500,000 is interested in dating a sex worker escort
No.
with 3 children?
No, definitely not. But
So shouldn't you adjust? Shouldn't you adjust your standards to be a little
No.
more realistic?
No.
So would you rather die?
There's a reason why I'm single. Like, I don't want to be with somebody.
But do you see how ridiculous it is to demand a guy who makes $500K to accept? Like, you got to adjust your standards a little bit if you want a man.
Well, tough for the men. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say it's tough for
I don't
men.
care
that's
for
crazy
them
to-
right now.
that's
I don't
crazy to
find
me.
It's one of the
anybody
craziest
sexually
things I've heard.
attractive to
I
me.
don't
I'm
think-
not talking to nobody like that for real. Like, I am, but I'm not. Like, but it's
Into the mic, please.
like, I tried, but I'm struggling.
Q, you had something on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's,
I just want to let you know that this is according to the Internal Revenue Service. Less than 1% of all tax filers reported an adjusted gross income exceeding $500,000. 1%.
Huh? Well, that's on them.
Go ahead, Q.
I was saying that's crazy because you'd rather be alone than
Yeah.
lower your standards from
Yes.
$500K a year.
I mean, I got other standards too, but it's like that money-wise, yes. But like average man, height, weight, and stuff. Average man is like what, 5'10"?
Well, yes, let's go into that.
Like-
You said other standards.
I don't
What
want
are your
short
other
dude.
standards?
I mean, I
So-
don't want a short dude. I just want
How tall are you?
5'2", 5'3".
What's the minimum height for a guy?
For me, what I like, I think 6 foot or taller, I guess. But that's like the basic. A lot of women are like that nowadays.
So I think the average male height is like 5'9",
It's like
5'10".
It's 5'9",
It is.
5'10".
So you
Correct.
just
That's
just
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
height metric, if you want a guy who's 6 feet and above, you've already reduced your pool to 15% of men.
course.
Just on the height metric, that's 15. Okay, what else?
I guess. I mean, not look. Are you talking about personality too?
All right, so 500K, 6 feet and over. You said there were some other. That was just one of your standards. What are your other standards?
I guess. I just want him to have a car. I mean, I want
Well,
him
if
to
he
be able
makes-
to. I want him to be okay with me having a past and like quitting what I do basically for him specifically.
And do you think you gotta ask yourself, okay, here's all that I want, but what does the guy that I want? What does he want? And do you think that he's the guy who's not going to care about your past, and you've got the 3 kids, and you used to do or you still do sex work
There's people who don't care about that though. There are men who don't care
that
about
make
that at all.
500K?
I mean, 300. I could do 400,
Oh,
300. I
you'll
could
be
do
generous.
that, but
You'll be
I'll be generous.
charitable. You'll date a guy who makes
But
400K.
why though? What do you need?
what do you mean?
Cannot make this shit
You
up.
you require that much money. You require 6
It
feet.
costs that much
No.
to have kids, though. It costs
No,
a
it
lot
doesn't.
in this
It-
costs
population.
30 grand.
I live in
Yeah,
New
he's
York
right.
City.
He's
That's
right.
average. I live in New York
Not
City.
even
It
close.
doesn't.
In straight Manhattan, like
It doesn't.
it's expensive.
Yeah,
like-
but it doesn't cost 500K.
like,
Andrew's
bro, you
correct.
need
It
to
doesn't
be
cost that
making at
much.
least 15K living in New York a month.
Doesn't even
to
cost,
be
listen,
like,
you can
comfortable.
raise an entire family. It may not be optimal. You may not get the big screen TV and the Bugatti, but you can raise a family on $50,000 a year in most
Not in New
parts of
York
the Midwest
City.
of the United
Now,
States.
Panda Man says, you far from a 10. No man making 500K is going to waste his time on you. LOL, stop acting if you have options, single mom.
Oh well. There's a reason I'm
What
a single
about,
mom by choice.
does he have to be good looking in the face?
I mean, I could do the average look. Yes.
Average face.
They don't have to
What
be
about
like
body?
beyond
What
out
about
there.
body?
I don't mind actually thick men. I
Bigger guy.
don't care about like weight wise. So I've dated
Okay.
men in the past.
Penis
that were,
size,
like,
is that a
you know,
factor? Penis size?
No.
Doesn't
I like
matter.
average
Average
actually.
peen. Okay, so 6 feet, 500K.
I'll go lower, but
Did you
Depends
say
on
you
the
have a
man.
race preference? Race preference? White?
Latinos.
Latinos?
Yes. I like Latinos.
You made it.
Yeah. About the 6 foot Mexican. Yeah, 6 foot Mexican.
I live in El Paso, and there's not really many 6 foot Hispanic men.
Well, isn't it the case?
We're making
Hispanic-
500K a year.
Latino men are.
Yeah.
The average is a
You
little
want to
short.
grab one of the 30,000 Hispanic men who make $500,000 plus dollars a year.
Yeah.
That's your goal. Who are over?
But he
I would
doesn't. But
say
he
the
doesn't
odds
have
is
to
more
be
than
Latino,
that.
right? Yeah, he doesn't
Goals.
have
I mean,
to be
goals.
Latino.
This is
Goals.
crazy.
Well, I want a man that can teach my kids Spanish. I mean, they already are learning it.
got
Like
Spanish.
they're already half Hispanic, anyways, regardless. So I want them to know Spanish. It's good on a resume to know another language. Like that's a lot of reason why people get hired if they know a second language, especially
that's true.
Spanish. Like that is a
Everybody
job
knows
factor
you
in
never go
itself.
full
But
retard.
don't
Yeah,
you
I mean,
think?
for what jobs? For what jobs do you think that people
Anything
it benefits people to be
serving.
bilingual?
I mean, you can be a server and still make a lot of money. You can still.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I mean, like,
you can be a server, and then it would be helpful. You could be in telecommunications, and it could be helpful. But most high-paying jobs do not require you to be bilingual. That's absurd.
No, of course not. But I
So
mean,
what
it
is
does.
the
It
what
looks
is the
good
big
on a
benefit? You want your
resume
kids to
in
grow up to be
general.
servers and get extra tips because they speak Spanish, or what?
Are
No,
you
I
trolling?
want them to.
Are you This is legit, right?
I literally asked Brian.
No, she is
Dude.
legit. She's legit.
knows.
Yeah.
Wait, but I do have a question for you though. Like, if
You're gonna
you
be
think,
single for a long
Yeah, I don't
God,
understand sabotaging yourself.
the man.
wait.
Thomas Foolery donated $69. When I call someone a sex worker, is this for the purpose of insulting them?
Yo, Thomas, thank you.
Society needs to return to shaming this type of fatherless behavior.
Yo, Thomas,
I mean,
we
I have a
also
dad,
see your
so-
super chat. Thank you, Thomas. It is through Streamlabs. Thank you for making the adjustment. Nick, you can pull that up. You can pull it up just to show it. You had something you wanted to ask? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you,
Tom.
Brian. I appreciate it. So I wanted to ask about the $500,000 requirement. Like, do you really like think that a Hispanic man will like? Is that enough for your heart? Do you really think that money matters? Is basically what I'm asking.
At the end of the day, money really doesn't matter because it comes and goes, regardless.
But then, but you're
mean,
saying he needs $500,000.
I mean, I said I'd go.
Okay, so go lower.
100, like,
So
it's
go
like
lower.
an estimate, but it's like.
She would do
Aw.
400K.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
but
like,
that's
I know, but, like,
before taxes. Like that's.
But like, I just want
Like,
to
come
let
on
you
now.
know that
Before
like I've
taxes.
dated
Before taxes,
Wait,
come
but like,
on.
I just want to let you know that like I've dated guys that make $30,000 or $40,000, and I've made more than them. But I can promise you, the right guy that loves you and accepts you for even what you do will work hard for your family.
Well, yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
but like the guy that will actually maybe love you is probably 5'3" and has $50,000, but he is the one that will fight and will do the most for you, and he's Latino and will teach your kids Spanish.
Wait a second. I just got to ask. Aren't you like 21 or 22 or something?
23, me 23.
You're 20. Yeah, you're 23. What job do you have where you're making more than $50,000 a year?
I said the guy I'm with has made $50,000 or $40,000.
Yeah, but you said you made more than them.
I'm
You've
a
been with
content
these
creator
guys
and a
made
salsa
more.
dancer, and also my parents own a school.
So okay, so your parents pay you
My
$50,000 a year?
parents own a now we're getting to my finances. I get it. My parents own a school. My dad took over it. I work in part of the school now. Like, yeah,
And
virtually.
you're getting paid more than $50,000 a
with
year
all
at
the with
23?
all the 3 incomes I do with social media, salsa dancing, and the
Drugs.
school.
Drug dealing.
No, never.
sells drugs.
I do not do
She
any
tried to
drugs.
sell
I
me
never
some meth
I
before
never
the show.
condone them ever.
Be honest. You tried to sell me some meth before the show.
Yeah.
What- some
so
Mexican
salsa
Ozempic.
dancing. Do you make a lot of money doing salsa dancing, more than you make in your primary job, perhaps?
Thankfully, with the great dancing that I have, yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay.
Thank
that makes
you.
more sense as to why you're making a higher
But that
amount of
honestly,
revenue.
like the most high paying one, thanks to God, is the content creation. That's like I feel like it goes with content creation is the same equal as like the school that we
And
have.
I'm guessing that you're
Thanks for
not
letting me
exactly
finish.
dressed
I didn't
modestly when you're
finish.
salsa dancing.
I'm sorry.
I'm guessing you're not exactly dressed modestly when you're salsa dancing.
You wouldn't know that. I have pictures of it.
That's why I said I'm
You
guessing.
say guess.
Honestly, I've literally turned down gigs because of the costumes, and I've had to lose money. But yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that
turned-
really doesn't answer the question, though.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, everyone has different opinions of modesty. As long as I'm not showing my freaking ass, I'm totally good. And like, I don't like to show. Yeah, I mean, you have to go through my Instagram for that, but I definitely make sure I don't show a lot. I hate to be revealing. I really, really do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looking at it right now.
Pose a picture of me in the beach.
Anyways, whatever. Here, let me get through a couple questions. Wait, we were going around the table.
Cam donated $69. I live in the LPTX and in Hispanic.
Dude.
5 feet 11 inches with Texican 93K a year. Let a brother know if I measure up, or am I chopped liver?
Is he chopped liver?
Whoop whoop to El Paso.
You're from El Paso?
I live there. I'm not from there.
Would you date this guy?
Wait, what? Repeat
Wait,
it
I
one more
can't-
time.
5'11", white Texican, 93K a year.
Kmasfu20 donated $69. The hubris of some of you limits your ability to differentiate what average is. Brian, get some average guys on your panel to defend this.
They wouldn't know how.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't think.
They wouldn't know how.
Honestly, most
I feel like I'm pretty average.
Well, I mean, Andrew, your debate skills
Yeah.
are like most average guys
Beyond
don't
average.
have the debate chops to go up against.
Anonymous donated $69.
Yep, thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate
Could
it.
you please break down the mandatory expenses that require $500K per year? Mortgage, car note, food, etc. Where is this money going?
And that's the point I was getting at. Because I think women throw out these arbitrary numbers of what they want income-wise in a man. And I don't think any of you have made an Excel sheet, a spreadsheet of what all the expenses add up to, what they amount to, and y'all just throw out a number. And it's insane. It's ridiculous because a man doesn't need to make that much to be with you.
I just
I
want to
agree.
say I agree with you, and that sucks. I'm actually so sad we
Wait,
feel
can
that
you break
way.
it down real quick?
I mean, my oldest daughter's school costs $59,000 a year. So, I mean, it costs a lot. She goes to Nightingale.
She
You know
goes
what I'm
to a
talking about
private
in
school?
Manhattan? Yes.
So
It's a
you
Christian private school.
want this guy
I don't believe in
to?
no
Can I just
public
ask a
school.
question?
So your daughter goes to a Christian private school? Your daughter goes to a Christian private school?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your question? Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is this man that is not the father of your children has to make $500,000 or $400,000 a year to pay for your children's education?
I mean, I pay for it, so it doesn't matter.
So then
right
why
now.
does this man have to make $500,000 if you're
Because
paying
he's supposed
for
to be a
it?
provider. I believe in men being
He's not the
providers.
father of the
That's
children,
fine.
though.
I mean, if he wants to marry me and be with me, I mean, you're going to be a stepdad. But first, you're going to be my partner.
But being a stepdad does not mean he has to financially provide for your
If
children.
he
Then
wanted
don't
to,
marry
he
me.
would, is basically what she's saying.